Instagram. Let's see. Good morning. All right. Facebook, YouTube. Hey, it's Derika, and welcome to your next Hypno Happy Hour. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you're at in the world. How are you? I hope that you've seen the title, like you're scrolling through and you've seen the title, Clear Your Busy Mind, and you're like, yes. I would love to know how to do that. Or you are a Hypno subscriber and you got the email and you're like, yes, Derek, like hook me up with that. Because I don't know about you, but if that did resonate with you, you must at some point or sometimes feel like your thoughts are out of control. Do you ever feel like that? Right? Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Like, I know, there's so many times in my life and so many stories that I've heard about how it feels like your thoughts are like an avalanche. And when they start going, they get on this momentum or this spiral and they're just going and it feels like you cannot stop them or control them. Has that ever happened to you? Or are you saying like all the time? Does that happen on a daily basis, right? Does it feel like you have such a busy mind that it's hard to focus? It's hard to sometimes feel good. It's hard to, get organized or get things done or stay on track or just overall just be in the moment, right? Does it feel like that? Are you suffering from the busy mind? If you are, stay tuned. These Hypno Happy Hours aren't an hour long. This will be about 20 minutes tops today. So stay tuned. Plant yourself, get yourself nice and comfortable because we are going to go over some nuggets of gold, some wisdom, some information that's going to begin reprogramming your mind to get back into the driver's seat of it. Right? Would you love to be able to have a technique or technology where you can just rein back in the control and get back on the path, get back on course of what you were doing and where you're going and really be in full control of what's going on in your mind? Does that sound good? Does that light you up? Because it's possible. I'm going to tell you a little story right now. I remember this had about 13, 14 years ago when I first came across the information that I control my thoughts. Now I know that may sound like silly to some of you, but there was legit a time in my life where that information was foreign to me. I didn't think that I controlled my thoughts. I thought that thoughts were just happening to me. Do you feel like that? Have you ever felt like that? Give me a yes. I'm not talking, don't let me be a bobbling head talking on the screen. Comment back here. That's where I was at one point in my life. That thought that I control my thoughts was so profound. And I came across this information, decade plus years ago, almost 15 years ago probably, and I was reading a book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And this was a book given to me by my professor when I was going in studies for hypnotherapy. And reading in that book and other books came along like The Magic of Thinking Big and all those wonderful Power of the Mind books started to come, and it was opening up to me that, oh my goodness, I've got to get control over my mind because our thoughts create our reality. Like goosebumps, right? It should give you goosebumps all over your body. It did for me at one point. It was like, I don't even have control over my mind, but yet my mind is what's controlling my reality. Eek! Right? Crazy. So this is that was like one of the big pivot moments for me. I don't know where you're at as far as the control over your thoughts. Maybe just beginning, maybe you're doing really good, somewhere in between. But it doesn't matter. You're in the right place, because mastering your mind is the most important thing that you could ever do if you want to master your life. This is what I do as a hypno coach. Everyone comes to me to create their goals and dreams. And to be able to create your goals and dreams, no matter what that may be, you have to learn how to control your thoughts. And so clearing that monkey mind, making those thoughts the ones that you want, that are aligned with your goal, is the only way you do it. Is the only way. So if you're wanting, are you wanting to know more? Are you wanting to know the technology or technique of how to put a leash on that monkey mind? Say yes. Say yes. I remember myself and so many thousands of clients just yelling at themselves, like saying, just stop thinking. Like at some point we all think that we have to stop our thoughts. That is not true. You don't ever stop your thoughts. Like I remember literally when I first started coming across this information of how your thoughts create your reality, and I knew the thoughts I was having was not the reality I wanted, I would literally scream at myself. I would yell and say, stop. Like I didn't know any other way to stop my thoughts. They felt like just an avalanche, right? Or out of my control. Have you done that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you're screaming, like literally, like just stop that, get out of my head. I don't want to think about that person. I don't want to think about that thing, right? You're like, oh, stop. And it never works. It absolutely never works. It would drive you more insane, right? It does. And here's why. Even when all clients, come to me, sorry, I'm adjusting my Instagram. I have a universe background. If you want to see what I look like on Instagram with, I'm floating in space right now on the filter. So cool. I would have clients come to me and say, Derika, just stop my thoughts. And I was like, no, I can't. We cannot stop our thoughts, but we can replace them. This is very important for you to tune in and listen to this. The truth is that you cannot stop your thoughts. You cannot. And a lot of gurus out there, a lot of people certainly teaching around meditation will tell you that you can go into this meditative state and stop your thoughts, like completely clear out your mind, which is so far from the truth. You cannot stop your thoughts, my friend. Just sit with me right now and just feel that release. You can't stop them. Your mind, aka your brain, your mind is attached to your brain, its only function is to think. You will never stop your thinking. Maybe when you pass away and graduate, maybe, but I don't even think that's true. No one really knows, when the thoughts stop. They don't stop, but you sure can replace them. And that's what you want. You want to be able to clear those busy thoughts of the negative and the overwhelm and the doubts and the fears and the worries and all of those worst case scenarios and the programming that you don't want in your reality anymore. You want to stop and clear those and replace them. So how do you do that, Derika? How do you do that? How do you put a leash on that, right? On that wow monkey mind and actually reprogram, replace the thought to one of optimism, abundance, positivity, all is well, everything's working out, I got this. Those high vibrational thoughts that are aligned with your goals and dreams. Who wants that? Right? How do you do that? I'm going to share with you two things, a technique and a technology. The first one is obviously technology because I specialize in hypnotechnology. And if you have been following for a while, you know that every hypno happy hour, I do hypno coaching on the conscious, which is powerful and valuable transformative. But the real work lies in the subconscious mind, the 95%. So I always pair up a specific self-hypnosis, and this one is called Clear Your Busy Mind. I also give it away for 50% off. So for a few bucks, you can get a hypnotherapy session in your pocket to listen to anytime that you need, anytime that you feel like that wild monkey mind is going. And sometimes you find yourself in fetal position on the floor because your thoughts are going so crazy and you're screaming and you can't stop your thoughts. Wouldn't you love to press play on a self-hypnosis and within 5-10 minutes, you are back in control of the course and your thoughts? Wouldn't you like that? Because here is the truth, is that you can't scream at your mind. The conscious against the conscious is never going to work. You must get to the subconscious mind, where all of those, where you feel like those, it's just on autopilot, those thoughts that you've been thinking for years, don't even know where you got them. All of those patterns and programs, cycles and habits, my friend, that lies in the subconscious mind. They are on autopilot. They are just going off. You have 80,000 thoughts a day. Are you aware of most of them? No, you are not. Probably 5 to 10% of those 80,000 you're even actually conscious of. So you must get to the subconscious mind and begin replacing them. Yeah? Replacing them somewhere. If you're on Instagram, the link will be in my profile. If you're on YouTube, the link will be under there. Wherever you're streaming from, Facebook, the link is there. Put in the code BUSY. Don't you like that one? Busy. Because we want to get out of the busy mind, right? Want to get out of that. And so put code BUSY and you'll get 50% off. Now this self-hypnosis is deep. It's powerful. It's almost 20 minutes long. And if you are a self-hypno member or you're involved in any program that I have, if you're in the hypno community, just go log into the app. Just go in the membership and you have that audio at your fingertips, actually hundreds of audios. So every single episode that I do or wherever you're at, I want to remind you that you can just go press play right now on Clear the Busy Mind and take care of it. All right. But if you're not, get it for a few bucks right now and you can have it for a lifetime. Okay. Open up. You're here for a reason. All right. You're here to get control over your mind, to begin replacing those negative, old, worn out, hindering, I want to say other words, programs from the mind so you can actually live in the driver's seat, creating as you were designed all those wonderful goals you have. You must master your mind. Be easy on yourself and go ahead and get that audio now. If you're a member, jump into the membership, press play and clear your mind. Okay? So that's that's the technology of clearing your mind. Go press play on the Clear Your Busy Mind audio, like now. Or after this. Go do it. Anytime you feel like the mind just won't shut off, it won't stop. It's on a momentum of thoughts you don't want to have. Please do not suffer in that space anymore. Just press play and knock it out. Knock it out. Okay? You'll get down to the subconscious and you'll begin just letting go of those thoughts one by one and gain right back into the driver's seat. You like that? Right? The next thing I'm going to give you is a technique. Now, this is a very powerful technique. This is a technique that I teach and I train all of my personal clients with. It's a powerful technology that's actually been around, I can't claim this, for hundreds of years. It's a technique called cancel. Now, I've spun it and I've updated this more powerfully to be, let's say, an awakened hypnosis. This technique is called cancel. So what does that mean, Derika? What can I do if I can't press play on the audio right now? But say I'm in a meeting, I'm out and about in public. I'm somewhere where I just can't get the audio, but I got to stop the monkey mind. What do I do? right? This is what I want you to do. I want you first to acknowledge the thought that is like the big domino. There's usually the big thought that like knocks that domino and the dominoes go, you know what I mean? There's like that first triggered thought that always happens. That's the root. You want to get to that. So maybe it's another damn day. You know, I used to wake up like that. I used to wake up first thing in the morning and be like, damn, another day. And that was like the big domino that would then spiral all sorts of other like thoughts, right? It can be a thought about a person. It could be a thought about your health. It could be a thought about your finances. It could be a thought about being lonely. It could be a thought about what's going on in the world, right? There's always like this big domino that's been there for years. It's this big domino. I want you to hook onto that. You're like, oh, I got you. It's that thought. Okay? And you have to have like a piece of paper with you, wherever you're at. You have a little journal, a little pocketbook. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. What you're going to do. This is very powerful. Please come in closer. Like, grab a pen and paper and do this with me now. Like, how serious are you? Like, are you ready to gain control of your mind? The power in which creates your universe, your reality? Yeah? Then listen, like come in. Okay? I'm going to show you what folks pay me thousands of dollars for. Like honestly, I'm showing you a technique right now that is gold. That's going to completely transform your life. So come in. I'm going to show you my, this is my Remarkable. You guys, if you don't have a Remarkable yet, you should think about it. These things are amazing. All right, so I'm not going to write backwards, but I'm going to show you. You get a piece of paper and you just put a line on each side. All right, so you're going to divide the paper. And on one side, you're going to title it Cancel. Okay. On the other side, it's going to be Reprogram. On that side. All right. So the cancel is where you're going to write that big domino. All right. So I hate my life. I don't have enough time. Oh, that was a good one. I don't have enough time gets so many people. That used to haunt me. I don't have enough time. So say that's one you struggle with. You would write exactly that domino, which is that program. So you write, I don't have enough time. Okay? You write that on the cancel side. Now, before you do anything, I want you to sit and think about, all right, if I stop that one, what am I going to replace it with? What resonates with you? Mine was I have all the time in the world. That one lit me up, that came to me. So I don't have enough time. Well, I want to deactivate, release that bad boy. And guess what I want to have? All the time in the world, right? And so you find what you want to replace that thought with that feels so right to you. I have all the time in the world was mine. All right. So you're going to write that one down on the reprogram side. In the world. Sorry, my handwriting is what it is. And this is how you're going to write it on your paper. Could be on a back of a receipt paper. I don't care. How ready are you? Right? Do it with a crayon and a receipt paper if you're in the car. You get to that domino. All right. So now you have the goal. You have what you're wanting to do. So here is where the magic happens, where you become in the captain's seat and you begin rewiring your mind, replacing your thought. You have to get intentional first. So I want you to close your eyes. Let's try this. Do this with me. Experience it. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And just hear me for a moment. You are going to say the cancel part. Like, I don't have enough time. And you're literally going to say the words cancel, and immediately say the reprogram. I have all the time in the world. All right, you ready to do that with me? Let's do it right now together. Okay? Visually see your cancel like an X. Matter of fact, you can exit. Cancel. Okay, ready? Take a deep breath. I don't have enough time. Cancel. I have all the time in the world. Sweet, isn't it? Powerful. Yes, you do. Yes, you do have all the time in the world. It's the truth. It's a truth that comes out of you. What you've done, let me scientifically, just a little bit. I know we don't like too much science on here, but just a little bit. When you say the program, you light it up. It's a neural pathway. Okay, all my analyzers will love this right now. You say the program, the big domino, and when you say the word cancel, it literally disengages that thought pattern. It like severs it. Like if it's a fire, it just stops it. It severs it, but you must replace it immediately or it's going to grow back. So that's why you say cancel, and then what do you want it to fire off? All right? Oh, I hope you're all excited right now. I hope you have goosebumps. Do you have goosebumps? Because I can feel you. I can feel some of you right now. You must have it because that was transformation. That is just a taste of what the audio will do. The audio is doing at the speed of light with hundreds and thousands of neural pathways. So imagine putting on the audio in conjunction with this tool in your pocket. Come on. Life just got good. I'm not going to hope. I know that lit you up, and I know that you're ready for this. I hope you can feel this love right now. I hope you are in empowerment. I hope you go on with your day right now knowing that you've got resources, you've got a tool at your fingertip right now to completely change your life. Completely. My friend, your thoughts create your reality. There is no way around that. You are getting to the root. I honor you. I thank you for staying tuned and resonating and being in this collective. You are going to live such a great life. It's going to continue to get better and better and better if you do the work. Are you ready? Are you doing it? Let's go. All right. Here's to having another fantastic week of mastering our mindset. And I will see you next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please do get the audio. If you are not a member, highly encourage you get the audio. If you're a member, highly encourage you to press play on your audios. All right, so much love to you, and I send you so much self-awareness, willpower, the power to stand in your committed action. Be a woman or man of your word and step into the driver's seat of your life. All right, that's what I got. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next week.